I should have trusted my gut. The moment I stepped into his apartment after our date, the air felt wrong. Too still, too quiet, like the walls were holding their breath. But I ignored it, blamed it on nerves. After all, Daniel had been charming all evening. The perfect gentleman, the attentive listener, the kind of man who made you forget the horror stories your friends warned you about. His hand brushed the small of my back as he led me inside, his smile warm. "Make yourself at home," he said, gesturing to the sleek, modern living room. The place was immaculate. Too immaculate. No stray coffee mugs, no clutter, just a single laptop open on the glass coffee table, its screen dark. I perched on the edge of the couch, smoothing the gold satin of my dress over my knees. The drink he'd handed me, something citrusy and strong, left a sticky residue on my fingers. I took a sip, trying to shake the unease creeping up my spine. That's when I noticed it. A tiny, almost imperceptible red light blinking near the bookshelf. At first, I thought it was a router. But then I saw the lens. My stomach dropped. I forced a laugh, tilting my head. "You're into home security or something?" Daniel froze mid-sip of his drink, just for a second, just long enough for my pulse to spike. Then he chuckled, waving a dismissive hand. "Oh, that? Just a motion sensor. My place got broken into a few months back." Liar. I'd seen motion sensors before. They didn't have lenses. I kept smiling, nodding like I believed him, but my mind raced. The way he'd angled his body toward the laptop, the way his eyes flicked to it when he thought I wasn't looking. I needed to see that screen. "Mind if I use your bathroom?" I asked, standing abruptly. He said, "Down the hall." The second the bathroom door clicked shut, I pulled out my phone, hands trembling. I Googled hidden cameras, wireless setups, live feeds. Then I heard it. A soft chime from the living room. A notification. My breath hitched. Slowly, I cracked the door open just enough to see Daniel leaning over his laptop, his back to me. The screen glowed, reflecting in his glasses. And there I was. Me, in his living room, from 3 different angles. My drink slipped from my fingers, shattering on the tile. Daniel's head snapped up. Our eyes met through the crack in the door. His smile vanished. And then he stood. Before I tell you what happened next, please take a second to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps us grow. Now, back to the story. The air turned to ice. Daniel took a step toward the hallway, his expression shifting from shock to something calculated, something dangerous. My pulse thundered in my ears. Move, now. I slammed the bathroom door shut and locked it, my hands shaking as I fumbled for my phone. My fingers flew over the screen, 911, but before I could hit call, a sharp click echoed from the lock. He had a key. The door handle twisted. I stumbled back, my breath coming in short, panicked gasps. The window, small but maybe big enough. I lunged for it, wrenching it open just as the door creaked inward. "You're leaving so soon." Daniel's voice was smooth, amused, like this was a game. I didn't look back. I hoisted myself onto the sill, my dress snagging on the frame. The drop wasn't far, just a few feet into a narrow alley, but as I swung my legs over, a hand clamped around my wrist. "You're being dramatic," he hissed, yanking me back. I twisted, my free hand grabbing the first thing I could, a heavy glass soap dispenser. I swung. It connected with a sickening crack. Daniel reeled, clutching his temple. Blood seeped between his fingers. His eyes, wide with fury, locked onto mine. "You bitch." I didn't wait. I shoved past him, sprinting down the hallway toward the living room. The laptop was still open, the screen now flashing a live feed of the alley outside. He had cameras everywhere. My purse. Where was my purse? There, by the couch. I snatched it up, but before I could bolt for the front door, Daniel staggered into the room, his face a mask of rage. "You think you can just run?" He lunged from me. I ducked, grabbing the laptop and hurling it at him. The screen shattered on impact, but he barely flinched. His fingers closed around my arm again, nails biting into my skin. Then, a sound from the hallway. A knock. "Hello?" A woman's voice, muffled through the door. "Is everything okay in there? I heard shouting." Daniel's grip loosened, just enough. I screamed. The door burst open, a neighbor, wide-eyed, her phone already in her hand. "Oh my God!" Daniel released me instantly, his face morphing into concern. She's drunk, I think. She just started freaking out." But the woman wasn't looking at him. She was staring at the shattered laptop, the blood on his face, at me, trembling, my dress torn. "I'm calling the police," she said firmly. Daniel's jaw tightened. Then, in a voice so low only I could hear, "This isn't over." He turned and bolted out the still open door. I collapsed against the wall, my legs giving out. But even as the neighbor dialed 911, one thought screamed louder than the rest. He had footage of me, and he was still out there. To be continued.